Um, I'm Khine Thurein. I'm a freelance journalist, and I just come to Moldova today, and I come from Rangoon, and I want to share my experience to international community to understand the real situation of Moldova and Burma. So, uh, uh, can you introduce your name first, and then what you do in country?
Okay, my name is Kyaw, but I have founded 4 months ago. I founded an association called YMDA, Youth Development Association Mondo. So currently now I'm the vice president of this organization, and now I'm giving some kinds of assistance and aids to the refugees.
So you're teaching or doing something?
I have been teaching English here for nearly 2 months in Buthidown and in Mondo also. I used to have 500 students before this conflict. Now it has already destroyed because of this conflict.
Yeah. You just postponed.
Yeah. I just postponed the program. Now I'm helping the refugee here.
Yeah. So you are not from here. You are not a local person from Moldova.
Actually, I was born here, but I have been in Rangoon for 12 years, and I used to be a political prisoner. And now I have been released only for...
Okay. So when the conflict happened, like burning houses, and then it's a very risky situation happened in Moldova.
Sure.
So at the time you were in Moldova, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So can you tell me and what happened and how did it start?
Okay. So it was on Friday, 8th of June this month. So actually it started on the spur of the moment. It's that most people didn't expect these kinds of chaotic situations to happen in Mondo, but it happened after the Muslim Bengali gather in the biggest mosque in Mondo in downtown area. Their reason is that they would like to pray, for those people who recently killed in Tangu. So this is their reason, but actually it comes out that it's not. It's a plot, and as soon as they have finished their gathering on Friday, maybe around about at 1:30 or 2, they started to get out from the mosques, and they gather maybe nearly 5,000 people on the road. Okay, they're running, and they started to, throw the stones, okay, to the local Rakhine's house, and they started to burn from this quarter. This is the first quarter burned down by the Muslim Bengali people.
So, as the local Rakhine or Arakanese people fight back?
Actually, the Arakanese people were not ready on that day. They were shocked. Okay, they didn't know what to do, first of all. But they have to hold some, just some weapons like wooden sticks and some swords. These kinds of things they grabbed, but they were ready, to protect their own family in front of their respective houses. That's it. But actually, they were not ready. They were shocked.
So, how many population ratio in Moldova currently?
Okay. But it's not an official record. Officially, because officially, even the government didn't have, the exact population. Actually, the ratio is 95% is Muslim people here, and only 5%, nearly Bengali Muslim people here, and only 5%, including some government officials in here, maybe 30,000 people. 30,000 people in Mondo.
So, do you think all the Bengali people or some extremists like burning houses or killing people?
Actually, this is extremist act. Actually, this is not this is not what innocent people doing, but what they have done is completely wrong. And on the other hand, they are fabricating some news that they are doing wrong. That on the other hand, but they would like to cover what they have done is wrong. To like for example, minority people. This is very clear, obviously. Minority people, Rakhine people in Mondo. I have already mentioned.
Yeah, about 5%.
About 5%, but majority, they are majority. I mean, Bengali Muslim are majority here. So actually, this is I have already mentioned that it's not based on racial and religious matter. But if you see, roughly, okay, but maybe it seems like religious and racial problem, but it's not, because it's like invasion, what I believe is that what I heard from the Bangladesh news sources, because some Rakhine people in Bangladesh keep me, keep giving me some information from since 8th June. So what they're talking about is that there is a connection between RSO, okay, Rohingya solidarity organizations, and the people who are the backseat drivers in Mondo. Mostly they are rich people, okay, like for example like Dr. Thurein. Now he's just arrested by the authorities. Now he's being interrogated and he's in custody. So these kinds of people are controlling, these Muslim society, to start the fighting, they would like to create a racial and religious problem. Actually, they would like to invade this land because they have same green grass and green water in Mondo. Because we have only minority people here. We have so many, grain field here for them, to live here. Actually, it started not just now. It has been starting from, 1942, because we have many historical records for that.
Yeah, and before I came here, and then the conflict started here, and then I have read a lot of documents, and then also articles from international, by English especially, and they mentioned that the Arakanese are racist, extremists, are burning Bengali houses and then killing innocent Bengali people. So what's your opinion on that?
Okay, it's ridiculous. I would like to say is that it's ridiculous. It's nonsense. What is really happening is not like that. Actually, Muslim Bengali are burning down the Arakanese houses, and when they got away from their houses because of the authority forces, because they did something wrong first. So later they were afraid of authorities, because there are some special security forces came here on that day, so they fled. So when they flee their houses, they started to burn down their houses too, and they fabricated the news, from the UN, using some UN internet servers, because most of the officials, higher rank officials in NGOs and international NGOs are Muslim Bengali there. So they have more chance, to use internet and to fabricate the news that, what they have. Actually, this is a fabrication, okay? And I would like to invite all the international community, if possible, come here and just look at what is really happening here.
So the people are running currently, the Arakanese people are running, and then they have no job right now, no even security guards coming and taking care of it.
Yeah.
And do you think is it okay for them, to live safety for a long time?
It's impossible, from my opinion, point of view, because the most important things right now for the resettlement. Now, the government is trying to normalize the situation. I would like to say this is by force. Because now the people from the villages, which were burned down by the Muslim Bengali, now they are shocked currently. You can see that in the refugee camps. Because there are so many, young children, some infants, some old people there. So they are very shocked to go back and to resettle, in their, native place, native villages. But now they don't want to go there, but they have to also, to be afraid of the, authority, command. You have to go, okay? We will provide some food, some shelter, but it's not enough. What we have to think is that guaranteed security. In other words, we have to say sustainable security, okay? Now, the people won't stay here. The people won't leave. What I believe is that if there is no guaranteed security, by the government officials, because this is very important. If we would like our people to live here for long run, we need security forces to protect our people from these kinds of dangerous and anarchies things. This is a kind of anarchy work.
So the local people are moving to Site 3, and then Rangoon also. I've seen some people on the jetty.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's true.
So how can we, sustain them to stay here in Moldova to live as without fear of the danger? And what will be your point of view in this opinion?
Okay. First of all, I would like to put is that security is number one. If we would like to move them to their original places, like villages, and okay, it is quite easy, to build their houses from donated money from different donors around Myanmar, around the world, and by the government. It's quite easy to build the houses, that they had lost, okay, in burning down, in the blast. But the most crucial thing is that security. Security is very important. If we can guarantee the security, they won't live in these places. They will abandon the villages, and they will move away. Even though the government, prevent them not to get away from this Mondo area. So maybe 5 years later, just think about that. Okay, what will happen? There will not be any indigenous native here.
Yeah, currently the Bengali people might be from other country, especially Western country, and they are demonstrating and stop genocide in Arakan, and the Rohingya stop killing Rohingya, genocide in Arakan. So, what do you think about it?
Actually, the Muslim people trying to kill, a lot of people, because there is a very good example. For example, in 1994, what happened in Rwanda, okay? So actually, they are killing Arakanese people. Arakanese people are minority in Mondo. We have no weapons, no guns, okay? And even the swords that we have is not very sharp. It's blunt already, because we use it only for cleaning fish or something like that. So it's very laughable, ridiculous. We're not killing these people.
Yeah. So it's not like Arakanese people burning Bengali people's houses and then killing them and then fight back to each other. Not like that currently.
Not like that. Actually, we are protecting ourselves.
Yeah, protecting
our family, our young children, our young generation, our mother, our parents. We have to protect these people. Actually, we are not fighting back. For you see that this is the Arakanese house, burned down by the Bengali Muslims. It's a very good example. Okay.
So how many villages were burned?
Okay, nearly 15 villages from the south of Mondo were completely burned down, and some people were injured, and some people were killed on the spot.
Yeah. So how can we stop this conflict as soon as possible?
As soon as possible. Okay. The first thing is that now the rainy season. Yeah, the weather is now very capricious in this situation. So the refugees have difficulties to go back and to restart their new life, without help from the government and international society. So I would like to invite some international community to come and have a look at these people, okay? And please listen to what they would like to, present about their feeling. So this is the reality. So what we need is, I have already mentioned that many times, security is very important. If the government would like, these people to live here, the security is very important.